Assalamualaikum. Have a great day. I'm Sitiardini binti Muhammad Salihin, BB231600942. I'm on the presentation group BT23303 Data Analytic and Business Intelligence Part 1. For Part 1 question, we need to find the answer based on the table given. Frequency is how many times is manual relative frequency will define the frequency for relative frequency and cumulative relative frequency. Step 1. Each data into number of visits in million for the month of October 2023. Step 2. Calculate the frequency on each number of visits. Step 3. Calculate relative frequency on each frequency. And lastly is step 4. Calculate the cumulative relative frequency in million. The number of visit graph on Instagram we show up and down on relative frequency and cumulative relative frequency in million on number of visits. Next but not least is number of purchase order the month of October 2023. The same like number of visit frequency, relative frequency and cumulative relative frequency.
We go for the part 2. My name is Nur Aisyah binti Nordin, matrix number BB23110660. For part 2, calculate and compare measure of central location between the two matrices. Now, measure of central location, we need to calculate mean, median, and also mode. The mean, total amount of number of visits divided total number of websites, which is 1131.4 divided 30. The answer is 37.71. For mean, total amount number of purchase order divided total number of websites, which is 5004.5 divided 30. So the answer is 166.82. The mean of number of purchase order was greater than the mean of number of visits. Next is median. Median number of visits is 34.5 and median for purchase order is 163.9. As a compare between number of visits and number of purchase order, the number of purchase order are greater than number of visits. Next, for the mode of number of visits is 34.1 and for the number of purchase order is no mode because does not any safe number come out from many times from the data.
Hello, my name is Divya Anandakumar and my matrix number is BB22161085. So for part 3, calculate percentiles and construct box plot for each metric. Firstly, how to calculate the percentile for number of visit is for the 25th percentile, we have to plus 30 and 1 and then times by 25 divided by 100. So for L25 we will get 7.75. Next, how to find Q1 is 31.8 plus 0.25 and then times by 32.0 minus 31.8. We will get the answer 31.9 for Q1. Same goes to 50th percentile. We have to calculate the L50 and then we will get 15.5 and then for Q2 the same method as 25th percentile which we will get 34.5 and then for 75th percentile same goes to this for L75 we will get 23.225. For Q3 we will get 46.075. Next, the box plot of visits. So Q1 minus 1.5 times with IQR and Q3 plus 1.5 times with IQR. So next 31.9 minus 1.5 times by 13.1 and for Q3 54.2 plus 1.5 times 13.1. So the final answer will be 12.25 and 73.85. So the box plot here. So the number 23 here is the minimum value, and number 54.2 is the maximum, and then 32.0 is the Q1, and 45.1 is Q3, 34.5 is the median. So next, to calculate the number of purchase orders, for 25th percentile, 7.75, L25 equals to 7.75. And the final calculation, we will get answer 139.4. For the 15th percentile, L50 equals to 15.5. For Q2, we will get 163.9. For 75th percentile, L75 equals to 23.25, and final answer for Q3, we will get 198.25. Next, the box plot of purchase orders. Q1 minus 1.5 times by IQR, and then Q3 plus 1.5 times by IQR. 140.3 minus 1.5 times 56.9. 197.2 plus 1.5 times 56.9. 140.3 minus 85.35, we will get the answer 54.95. For 197.2 plus 85.35, we will get the answer 282.55. So here 116.5 is the minimum value, and then 231.9 is the maximum value. 140.3 is Q1 and 197.2 is Q3, and 163.9 is the median. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Rachel Joanne John. My matrix number is 23110603. I'll be presenting part 4, which is measure of dispersion. First, we need to find the range, which is the difference between maximum value and minimum value. The range for number of visits is 31.2, while the range for number of purchase orders is 115.4. Next, to find the mean absolute deviation, we need to find the mean first, which is by dividing the sum of all data by the number of data. The mean for number of visits is 37.7, while the mean for number of purchase order is 166.8. After finding the mean, we can proceed to find the sum of the difference between data point and mean, then divided by the total number of data point. The mean absolute deviation for the number of visits is 7.4, while the mean absolute deviation for number of purchase order is 25.7. Next, to find the variance, we need to calculate the sum of the difference between data point and the mean, then square the answer and divide by the total number of data point. The variance for number of visits is 73.6%. To find the standard deviation, we need to square root the variance to get 8.6%. The variance for number of purchase orders is 954.7%, while its standard deviation is 30.9%. Lastly, to find the coefficient of variation, we need to divide standard deviation by mean. The coefficient of variation for number of visits is 22.7, while the coefficient of variation for the number of purchase order is 18.5. As a summary, the results for number of visits is lower than the number of purchased orders, except for coefficient of variation. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Ayuni binti Bachtiar BB233110694. I'm going to present part 5, which is calculate and interpret measures of association between the two metrics. There are two measurements that we use, which is the first is covariance and the second is correlation. This is the formula how can we get covariance and correlation. The covariance means describe the direction of the linear relationship between two variables, number of visits as x and number of purchase order as y. And the correlation means describe both the direction and the strength of the relationship between two variables, also number of visits as x and number of purchase order as y. This is the step how can we get the covariance by the formula. First, we must define the difference between the x and average value of x. Then the second, we must define the difference between y and average value of y. While the third, we multiply the difference between each value. The last, we add all the values on the data set. After that, we divide it with n-1, which is equal to 29. This is the answer of the sample covariance, and the answer is positive. Therefore, we can say that number of visit and number of purchase order have a positive relationship. This is the step. How can we get the correlation? We have to divide the sample covariance with the standard deviation of x, multiply with standard deviation of y. After that, we will get the answer 0.645 for 11304. This answer approaching the 1. Therefore, we can say that there is a strong positive relationship between number of visit and number of purchase order. That's all from me. Thank you.